Hey guys, this thanks for coming back again. We're still playing around with light. This will be part two of lighting on this particular image. This would be what, step seven, I think. Gosh, I can't even keep track. Um, in this video series, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please just, drop a comment, even if it's like, hey, go back over this, or hey, go back over that, or you went too quickly over this, or you went too quickly over that. And in the next video series with the next image, I will make sure that I go a little bit more in depth on whatever that is, as far as my depth goes, as somebody who, is just playing around. But maybe I can take a certain part a little bit slower. On the last video, we covered light rays and sparkles. And I could go back in and do some other sparkles. Remember that when you open up the sparkles, it's going to do some automatic stuff. You just turn that off, and then you can pick out the sparkle that you like, and you can kind of click to add it in. And first, I'm going to see if I can get the hue on this one right. That's not allowing me to do that. So I'm going to undo that one, which sets me back to the let's see here. I want something a little bit different. So that one's really intense. Ooh, that's cool. Click to the random color and look what it did. Gave me something a little bit closer to what we were doing. I can play with the hue a little bit. That's kind of cool. Again, this is going to be one of these videos where I'm attempting attempting to talk to you guys and talk this through and not sit here silently. But I am definitely paying very close attention to what I'm doing in terms of getting my colors correct, getting these types of things in here. Um, and that might be a little too intense. I think we're in the right color category, but oops. The mount works quickly when you go down. When you go up, I think we got the rotation right. I think we've got oh, where'd it go? I turned my mount down too far. There we go. And I think maybe I might put one up there, if it'll let me. Like it did. Oh, it's going to control the intensity of both of them. See, I'm playing around. I don't know what I'm doing, and that's fine. Um, I'm just going to undo that one. So that one's gone, and I'm going to have to go out and come back in to see if I want to add any other sparkles to this. It's not, there we go. Sometimes when I use these sparkles, they don't always like click right in. I'll alter that one to something else. And sometimes you just have your intensity and amounts down so far that it doesn't do what you want it to do. And I'm just trying to get, I don't want something that's super, super distracting up there. I just wanted something that'll be like, just a little thing up there. And I think I'm happy with that. So we're going to be done with sparkles. Um, and we're going to move to light hits, which light hits, you can select a bunch of different templates. There are tons of them. I believe these ones are motion or have motion with them. And typically, you've got ones that are, oops, we got to get out to fit here. So I really don't want that way behind him. If anything, I kind of want this. It's almost something in the background behind the clouds, maybe up here. I'm thinking maybe up in that area there. And so we can play with the hue. A little bit hard to see the hue. I'm looking kind of down at this rainbow down here. And that'll give me an idea of what the hue is. But I'm also looking at the clouds and seeing what kind of reaction we're getting out of those. Because like I said, I want to get some of the green out of the background. Play with the saturation a little bit. That's not really doing a whole lot. So I'm going to set that to 0. And then I can play with the softness because I really don't want extra like rainbows and stuff showing up in the print. So I really want to soften it up. And then I'm going to take the fade way down because I just want this to be an alternate light source. Mess with the contrast a little bit. That sucks it in a little bit more. Now, obviously, the brightness we can do. I just want something up there that's giving me a little bit more light up in that top edge. Kind of like that. Ooh, smooth the fade, and I got a little bit better. Play with the hue a little more. That looks pretty cool. It's just kind of throwing some additional things at your artwork. It's all about making it your own. And I really like that. I'm going to play around one more here, um, just because I like to. That one, and I'm going to see, just for giggles, where's my, just to give this corner of the picture a little bit of a, you know what, it's almost better off over here. Just a little bit of something over here. So, as you can see, if I was an expert, I would be, you know what, I don't think I like that. If I were an expert at this, I would be like, oh, I need this setting at 63, and I need this setting at this, and I need this setting at this, and I need this setting at this. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who is creative and loves to do this kind of stuff. And I'm bringing you along on the journey. And I certainly appreciate you jumping in the side seat and watching what I'm doing. But this is what I'm going for. This is the image. And I may toy with this a little bit more, but this is pretty much it. Like, we're at the point where I can go, I like this. So I'm going to go into design and I'm going to go into layer. This is a bonus tip for you guys. And I'm going to add a photo layer from my library because this one is good enough that it needs that. And obviously I'm not going to leave it this big, but I can just drag it down, and I can't put it way down in the corner because when you're doing print on demand, sometimes you're going to lose. There I go, pointing at the screen again, like you guys can see it. Come on, old man, get with the program. You're on a little box down in the corner. So sometimes with print on demand, you're going to lose a little bit of this edge here. You're going to lose a little bit of this here, depending on the size and whatnot. So I usually try and find a place that doesn't have a whole lot of color in it and just kind of drop the Kaosivity logo in there. And then I'm going to make it part of the picture. I'm going to merge that layer. So this is all one photo. That's no longer a separate piece of it. And I am going to save this as step 6. And I will look at this several times before I decide that I'm done with it. But that pretty much is the way through from start to finish on an image. And we took this right here. This is the original image. This is the original image. Cool enough on its own, but not this. So while I liked that image, I kind of like the coloring in it. There were way too many mountains or these artifacts in it. I wanted to make this guy pop like crazy, and I went and changed it to this. And this I really like. I really think this is cool. And like I said, I might toy around with it a little bit more, but this image is all but done. And I'm gonna put a link to the list. I might put this all into one long video and put it up in case anybody wants to watch the whole thing. But keep an eye on this me guys because this is just the first walkthrough. I'm going to continue to do these walkthroughs because each image is different. Everything changes from one image to another, whether it be lighting, coloring, sharpness, contrast, image removes, object clones. It's all there. It's all different for every image. There's no set pattern. So I can continue to bring these to you guys. And like I said, if I skipped over something or I went too fast on something, just drop it in the comments and I will try on the next set of videos to cover that topic a little bit better. Um, but that's it for me for this image. And this is pretty close to what you guys are going to see on the website and available for print on demand. So thanks for hanging out with me. And remember, let the chaos out, guys. Get out there and be creative. I'm no expert. I'm no, fancy pantsy artist, whatever you want to call it. I forgot if I saved this or not. See, I'm just, oh, step 6. I did save it. Um, I'm just not that guy. I'm just a guy who loves to be creative. And my vision is my vision. I like this kind of stuff. You guys may like something completely different, landscapes or, animals or birds or whatever's your thing. Just make it your thing, but start doing it and let the chaos out. Till next time, guys.